Alrighty, welcome back. Had a lot of comments on the last video. That's great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And we'll be giving away something else at the end of this video today. Yeah, might as well come take a look. After the video was shut down, I continued on welding this fender on. You can take a look at it, and you know, that's what people generally want to see, is how everybody else does it, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Wherever the coat hanger was needed, I used the coat hanger in there. There's lots of weld on that, and I think I explained before I started, I like to weld on this side and take it over to the ledge so we have something to feather. The holes were here that were from bolting the fender on. I filled them full of coat hanger with the welder. Did the exact same thing with the holes here. I used an air gun to cool it down. It's all welded on, just needs to be ground down. So what I'll come in and do now is try to grind it off like that and just try to take that weld off the best I can. What is going on here is now I've got the car on the table, and as we have this fender on here, and what we did is we just I-spied that fender. Me and Jolene I-spied that fender on there, and we looked at it and I think we like it. I know we like it because we have it welded on. How's that? We like it. Right at the present moment, I just want to show you something, what I can do with the frame table. As I have everything set here at a distance, you know, I've already measured the car where it was on each side and tried to center it the best I could. As I come in here and I have 6 inches on the fender on the front, I wanted to make sure that I had 6 inches on the back. So we have 6 inches on the back, so I can see how we put that on there. So I know that the fender is square with the table, same as the car is square with the table. That's all I'm trying to do is, that's what this can be used for, because as you know, when you're looking at things, you can get messed up. When I'm looking at this fender, I could tell that back was in there a little bit, and when I come down and measured it, it was in a little bit. I've got a hammer there holding it out right now, but when I come to the back, this fender has been busted and been mad and disgusted and can't be tried. It's been beat up a bit. So when it comes time to use the plenishing hammer that Rod sent us, we're going to try that on there. We're actually going to stretch that more. We're going to stretch that fender to make it look nice. That's what we're going to do. We're going to plenish all the rough stuff out of it, I hope, and that will stretch it out bigger than it was, and then will give us that 6 inches. We got a hammer in there jammed in there now, which is fine. I would end up putting a brace in there anyways, from the fender down here or out here up to the inner fender. I would do that anyways. That's generally done on all fenders. Yeah, so that's basically the fender and the inner fender. As I got measuring, I think I measured from the other side, just guessing where the fender was, and I went outside and got the panel that goes between the back. You think I would have done that first, but I did not. This is the panel that goes in between each fender and down the back, and I measured it. We're about 2 inches. It's funny, we put that fender on there, we're about 2 inches wider than normal. I come up here at the fender thing, and we got 2.5. We pulled each fender out probably 2 inches, so we got 2 inches wider than normal. I got to measure down here, and this measurement here is almost identical to the measurement on the running board. So we're doing really good there. We're not going to use these running boards, obviously. These are from the car. I just brought them in for templates to see what's going on. But anyways, as we got this fender welded on, I said that I would try to make this thing and get that steel rod going up, steel bar going up the side, so we can run that fender up. That's what I want to do. That's what we're going to do. What's this, sweetheart? We'll take a look at the car. You can see how the fenders run up on that thing and how it's round right there. It's round, and then it runs up on the side of the car. The door is smaller at the front than it is the back. So the door is smaller here than at the back on that, and that's what we're going to do. But right now, what I have to do first is I have to make this. I got this panel. We left this piece of metal outdoors last night, try to get it rustier than it was. This panel's for the other side. I've got the rollers set for for this piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this out, and I'll roll it, and then I can go to this piece. And I can go right to that, and then I have that panel made. But very happy with that. Very happy with that. We're got the other side welded. Got the roof welded on the other side. All the way around the top here, we got it welded down the seam, along the back there we got done. We didn't finish all this side. We haven't got that ground down yet. And remember, I plunked the weld on this side of the car and went over to the roof so I would have some to feather off. We got this welded up. We got the piece welded on the back. I make this piece welded on there, finish the doors and the roof, put the fender on, looking real good. It's getting very strong, like the whole car is getting very, very rigid. It's quite strong, like this piece, the fender welded on, the quarter panels welded on, the roof welded on. It's getting very sturdy. That's making me very happy. Making me happy. So I'll cut this out real quick, and then we'll go for that fender going up beside that door. Won't we, baby? You're some good looking. I see a lot of people on the live chat, saying where they're from. Where's everybody from that watches Bad Chad and Jolene? Where's everybody from? That's a question I'm going to ask, just to get the comments out there. I'd like to answer more of the questions. Jolene's trying to figure that out, how I can do that and work at the same time. But this is good for cutting metal and trimming toenails. And the only reason that we're using this rusty piece is because of the, do you want me to say it, boys? Patina. I've learned what's right and what's wrong because of the patina. But anyways, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to make this piece real quick. We got it on this side. I got to roll it this way. The only reason I'm doing that because the roller is set. The roller is set on the shape on the other side, so that's what I want to do. Just one more time. It's not going to make it any different. Just one more time. Just wanted to go through even. Not give us our shape, right? That'll go in there when we get time. If it's really nice, you didn't really do anything to it yet, and it kind of looks really good. We'll stick that on there. Vice grip it on the back and do the exact same thing on the other side. Right now, we're just going to lay that down because we know where it's going to be if I leave it up there. So I'm going to push this in. Am I going to use? Yes, I'm going to use this piece to make another piece. And that's why I did that, because we're going to make another piece. I got that right there. Don't want to knock that over. Now, measuring tape. We're going for this piece right here. Now that we got that done, we're going for this piece. Measuring. This here needs to come out some. I see on the other side. This car is starting to settle. Before, the door was up a little bit. The car is settling more and more because of the weight. And that's a good thing. I'm going to take a measurement over here. I want to see how far that's out. 2 1/4. I just need your 1/4 of an inch. Okay, right on the money. 2 1/4 is what I want. I'm going to go with that for now. I measure a piece from the fender over. So what I'm going to do right here, right now, I've got this fender cut off. I've got it cut off right there. And I'm going to try to make it, well, I'm not going to try. I'm going to make a piece that comes from here down around like this and then starts coming back up. The square tubing, I'm going to let it lie on the bottom here, and I think I'm going to run it right up with whatever I see, whatever I like. When I look at the car, I'm just going to whatever I like. And then I'll run that piece down on top of that, or run it like run it down and let it set on top of it and then come back up, I'm hoping. Maybe we should get our square tubing in there first. That's what I think we're going to do. Just so I can lay the metal on top of the square tubing and I can have my sill run across. If you want to come take a look. When I put this skin on the door, or on the quarter panel, I let it touch down here because I'm going to weld that together before that piece of square tubing goes up there, because that square tubing is going to weld on there and weld all on this bottom of this door and up to that cowl. And I'm going to get it fit as tight as possible, because that's going to be where the metal lays. So when the metal comes down here, that's where the metal is going to lay on top of that square tubing to give me my run up for my running board. Not using the original running board, just taking a look at them. So I'm going to make everything. So what I would probably, well, what I'll do is come out the 6 inches. So everything's going to come out to the 6 inches and run all the way along this table. And that's how that's how I use the table. That's how I know if I got things running right. And I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. And then I can run this car straight up the table. I'm saying that we got it centered. We're 3 and 3. We're 6 and 6 on the back. We're in the center. We're running down the middle. And that's how I'll scope this. But let's get some square tubing going for that. I kind of jumped in this morning. We're running late. Old Chetty-O had to go to the Ducty-O. So we got in late. So we're just kind of running late. And that's what happened on the old Monday. Hopefully, I'm going to cut this in half and hope I get one side for one. I'll get 2 pieces, one for this side, one for the other side. This piece, I'm guessing, is 12 feet. I'm guessing. 142, what's a 50? That's fine. Get glasses on. We'll cut her at 6 feet. As soon as I get this piece on, the car is going to be really strong, and I'll tell you why. Because the doors, nothing's going to be able to open this way, because this square tubing is going to be running up through here, and I think that's inch. This square 3/16 wall, this will be running up the side of this, so this will all be welded here. So it will not open the door. It'll be really rigid there, with the tube coming on the back and the fender welded on the back. The roof is connected now. We will not be able to pull it apart because it's connected. The roof's connected here. The cowl is connected, so it can't come apart this way. It's going to be very rigid when that goes on. And the exact same thing will go on the inside to start doing the floor work. So I'll put a square tubing on piece on the inside. I'll find a spot down low. That'll be called my sill. So I'll put a square tubing all on the bottom, bend it just like I'm going to do here. And then that's where I can run my floor and start connecting my A pillar and my B pillar to make it a car. Because it's really not a car right now. It's just skinned up. We're skinning it, and then we're going to apply all the innards. What I'm going to do right now is, there's a tape line on there. I don't mind it. I don't know if it's right or if it's wrong. I do not know that, if it's right or if it's wrong. But it don't look bad. And whatever I do, I will do the same for both sides, is what I'm trying to say. I'll do the exact same thing for both sides. I like what's going on there, how the tube is sitting on, the square tube is sitting on the chassis, on the frame table, and it's covering just to that tape, and I think we want to run it down just that low. That's perfect for me. So basically what I got to do is try to get this shape. We've acquired a roller, and I'm going to try to roll this stuff, see what happens. I'm going to turn that down. Put a pair of vice grips on it. I'm just going to make this fit on the outside. So this would be, you know, it sure is integrity for the car. I mean, it'll give it integrity when it comes time to be the strength. But the inside, once we get the inside sill done, then we can start doing them cross members wherever we want to for the floor. Let's turn this down. It's been a second or two since I used this bad boy, so bear with me. Bear with me. Is it even bolted down, is it? One side it is. I'm going to just try that and see what happens. Yeah, we'll go through one way and we'll turn a little tighter when we go back. Sounds good to me. Sound good to you? Howdy? Ooh, don't do that, Chetty. Don't do that. Ooh, I need another bolt. Another hole there somewhere. A pair of vice grips hold that on. Let's try to roll that back through and see what happens. Roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily. Life is but a dream. No, repeat. Yes, baby? Too much? Not saying a word. Oh, she's going to let me fail myself. She's not going to say a word. That looks like it's too much. It might be. I don't know. I usually beat it on the floor, but what happens is I'm cutting that pipe in half. And I want to get all the bend equal. I want to get all the bend equal. Ooh. That now, would you? Cut some of that off. That'd probably work. What do you... You know what? I like that right there. If I cut that off, that's going to go in, obviously. It's hitting up there. If I cut that off there, we don't want to go past the hood. We just want to get this part from the front of the cowl, across the door, to the back. Now I got to get it going like this. I'm going to wind this off. Now, I'm going to see. I wonder if that'll do that or not, or if that'll just go crooked on me. So what I'm trying to do is get two bends on this, one way and one the other way. So I got one bend that's going up nice, or fitting the car this way. Now I need, put that in a little tighter. What's going on here is I got this way, obviously. This way. Now I want this way. Now, see how I got it on this side? Now I got it on the side. And I'm hoping, I'm hoping that I can do the exact same thing I did on that. Oh, shot it the wrong way. Shot it the wrong way, didn't I, baby? Oh, there we go. And hopefully that stays on there and gives me that. Poopy. Well, I'm going to have to make that one fit on its own too. I could have rolled that one through and had the same place, but it wouldn't have went through until I tightened it down, if you know. Yeah, I probably should have. Now, So now I've got, what I got going on is I got this way going, and I've got this way going. And what I'm looking at, not bad. Don't be like that, Jojo, not bad yet. What I'm doing is I'm looking at that bend, and then I'm looking at this bend. And this is what I think of what I'm going to do. This is what I think I'm going to do. I'm either going to the top of the hinge, the top of the hinge, or the bottom of the hinge with the bar. Then I'll know on each side we're close. Does that make sense? That's what I'll do. So when I come up here, 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 I'll either hit it on the bottom or the top, one or the other, and we'll do the same on both sides. And I'm thinking that we should be on the bottom. But now I'm looking at this. We'll roll it out and we'll try it. I can put it back in. So, I've got a, wow, that looks nice. And weld it on the bottom of that. That looks nice. That looks nice. Alrighty. I'm going to leave this one alone I'm just going to leave it here I'm going to leave it alone for a minute. I think what I want to do is I'm going to roll this one and try to get it the same as that one way. I wonder if I should roll that first. Hold them together would be nice. All right, if I can roll that through. That can be one way. That's our one way. Shit. I should just weld that one on and make the other one fit, because I'll confuse myself, that's for sure. That's that way. That's gonna go through this way. Yeah. Now, it's nice to have this station where it's heavy like this, that Jolene don't have to hold it, right? Jolene's only a whopping 100 pounds. So, just tells you. That's the door, and that's the swoop up. Did I ever whack that too much, didn't I? Ooh! We'll just leave that one be for a minute. I'm going to slide this one on. And what I'm going to do is I get a marker and cut it off. I don't know why I did that, but I did. This one. All right, are we back to that? I got enough right there for that sill, right there? Yep. Dead enough? Like 16. Well, we can trim it off. That's what we can do. We can trim it off. I'm going to cut that. glasses there. Pair of glasses there. And to get that other rod back, to make it fit, I'm going to have to come over here to my trusty piece of wood, you know what I mean, and just hit it with a hammer. Not crazy, just trying to straighten it back out a little bit. I went a little far, I think. Not sure, but I'm going to play with this one and try not to worry about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to bring this up to the bottom of that, I think. Yeah, to the bottom of that. And then we'll go the same on the other side. Hacked her off. What else was I going to say? What else was I going to say? So, when I weld this piece of square tubing on there, this metal is still going to be left. Yes, it is. This might be where it's channeled, where the frame goes up inside, and that metal shows on that little toy. Some of it does. Up by the front there, some of the metal shows underneath this fender because the fender runs up. And we will see that that might be where we put metal underneath there and go under to the inside sill. Just so, I don't know. So you know and I know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peel that tape off because the tape's not doing us anything right at the present moment other than visual. I know where I'm going to. I've got it bent the way I want to. So now it's just the time to apply it and make it work, I guess. And this is for visual. This is for eye. This is the eye. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it by eye. I can go inside there and weld that, or on the outside and weld that. Does not matter. I had it welded there. It fell off, so I'm going to have to grind that back. And that's okay. Got to get it off anyway. Get it out of the way. Actually, I don't even have to get it off, to be honest with you. But might be hard to get off than I think. But I'm going to put a cutting wheel on this. And then we can lay our fender on top of this and have something very strong. The outside sill will be very strong. It'll tell me exactly where the door's got to come up, cut off. And I'll cut them probably out with the plasma cutters on the top of it and cut that out. We know we'll need a 1/2 inch on the bottom of the door for gap in the fender probably. So just thinking out loud. Thinking out loud. Now, as I have that on there, and she's going up like that, we're going to have to try to make this thing fit somehow. And it's just going to be a little bit of finessing, finessing, and finessing. So I'm going to take this up here a little bit. I'm kind of wondering if I should mark that. See, this has got to come around here a little bit. I know that's... I don't think that, well, how about we try it first? All right, that's what I'm going to do. First thing, what I got to do is connect it. There's no if, ands, but, or. I got to connect it somewhere to start working it. So I'm going to connect it up here somewhere. And then what I'm going to try to do is try to make all this stuff fit. Right in here, I'm going to try to make it all fit. And whatever I got to do to make it fit, that's what I'm going to do. So there's quite a gap going on there, I know, but we'll move the metal around where we have to get it moved around to make it work. How long are we, sweetheart? 1/2 hour? Oh, we're doing good. All right, let's get this done. Get this on. pull this table back just a little bit. She's getting very rigid, the whole thing, like it's good. I like how the back fender comes out when the two wheels will go on the back. The back fender will be hanging out nice. This back fender is a little bit thicker than the toy, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I can always cut it back, but we'll see what happens. Looks good for now. It's coming alive, it really is. And we have, I was thinking about it when I said about the post. I have the post outside, I think, like the metal structure itself, it's plate, but I have the post, but it had wood in it, but I still can use the metal. Alrighty, I'm going to, the reason I know where this square tubing is going, I'm going by the bottom hinge on the door, and I'm eyeing it up, and I'm checking the hole out. I'm being like Santa Claus, checking it twice. Haven't got a ground on yet, have I? That's okay. I usually do that once or twice a day, and that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. So as I got that on there, it goes up like that. It's got less bend that way, more bend that way. Good, 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 good. Oh, wheat shreddies. So I'm just going to eye it up again. Eye it up again for the bottom of the hole on the hinge, and I'm going to the front of the cowl, and that's the end of it. No gas on, but I hope that helps. Just starting today, eh? That's what happens when you start. Alrighty, that looks... Well, I like that. Don't you? Huh? I like that. So, as I got this going here, I'm going to fit it. I'm going to hit that one more time where it's tight. Here we go. Now, I'm going to hit it tight here. It's tight and right, so we're going to hit it. And it's down on the ground there. I got a little bit to cut off down there, which is great. I'd like to turn this a little bit if I could to make that flatter. See how it's laid up like this a little bit? See how it's laid up like that a little bit? I like to just turn it a little bit. I'm going to get a screw or a pair of vice grips, these channel lockers. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, you can see how it's angled up there in the back, right? Or I can. The pipe just needs to be turned, that's all. So we're straight. I like that better. I like that better. Ah. Well, with my left hand, see? Alrighty. I'm happy with that down there. Now, let's bring her in. Let's show it's who's boss. That's what we got to do. That's basically it. Showing who's boss. We'll start up close if we can and bring it down, or I guess it doesn't matter, as long as it works. Now, am I happy with the rest of it? Yes, I am. Now, just getting that nice, and we know that's nice because it fits that nice, and that's got a nice round bend on it, so we're doing good. We're doing good. I'd like to get, we're doing good. If I had a long pair, I'd put it in the door and do it that way, but I got to come up through, I guess. And we'll come up through, and we'll see what happens. Right. It's quite a gathering there, isn't it? Come on, girl. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather one up there because it's tight enough for a weld. One up there. I'm going to move this down a little further if I can. Ah! Yeah, I'm going to tighten her up then. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What happened there, I wonder? Huh? Yeah, I heard something bang or go on. But look at that now. Look at that now, huh? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we got to do. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, good. That gives it that nice shape that we want. The nice shape that we want. Yes, Jesus loves us. Huh, baby? He loves us? Right in my own brain, right in the present moment, I am super stoked at how this is fitting and looking. Just super stoked about it, just because it's something that has to be done. I know it has to be done every time. It's just how it goes on, how it's applied, how fast you can get it done. Can you get the metal bent both ways? That worked perfect. 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 What is going on? I'm having some dirty old... That door must be banging going on there. We got some pressure going on her now. If she ain't going nowhere, I got her tacked down. That's going good. Beautiful. Absolutely. Wow. I might as well just weed whack it, I guess. Feels good. Feels good. And it running good too, because you know that pipe's got a nice constant turn on it, so it's doing its job. Very well done. Very, 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 very impressed with that. Woo! I mean that. Yes, I do. Oh, I haven't got the air on, do I? Anyways, it's on the cowl, it's on that end. I just wanted to heat it up because I hit it 3 or 4 times. So, now, that makes me happy. So you can see right now, thank you, sweetheart. You can see at the present second what the shape of the door is going to be. So this is the shape of the door. So when I'm going to come in here, I'll have to cut that off at the bottom of the door. I'll have to make a new bottom for it. That's no problem because I got to make the inside anyways. And this will be the part that's underneath. Now, do not know what I'm going to do here yet. If I'm going to weld that together and bring a piece of what I'd like to do is have a nice new piece of metal underneath there and roll it under to make the inside sill. It would be nice, but we'll see what happens because that's good metal. There's nothing wrong with it. I just have to weld that seam together. I can do that from the inside or outside. This seam together, and then that's the end of it. But we have the square tubing on the outside. Awesome. Oh yeah, I got the other one bent too far, haven't I? That can just slow me up a little bit. How's that? So right now I'm going to get a piece of paper and I'm going to make a roll from here to there. See, or no. Yeah. Looks somewhat square, does it not? And see, what's going to happen is we got to get a piece of metal to fit that, and we got to scribe that to fit that, and we're going to have the same on both sides. So we're going to make two. They have to be, how wide do they have to, oh, tape measure. You have to be at least, we'll say, I'll say a foot wide. And I'll say a foot wide. This is why I'm saying a foot wide, because that's not a foot. Foot's way out here. The reason I'm saying a foot wide is because look what I have to do when I get there. What I have to do, I have to scribe. So I have to cut some off to get this in to go straight. Put it in like that. But still, I want it to go in straight, so I'm going to have to scribe that. And that'll basically be what's going on there. We'll make it that long by foot. 15, we'll say 16 by a foot. So I gotta go get a couple pieces of metal. Right behind you, sweetheart. Ooh, that looks good, doesn't it? That looks good. I got two pieces here that look like they're the same. Look at that now, would you? Cooking with gas on that one. Hope they're long enough. And what we'll do is we'll just make two, so we have one for this side and one for the other side. What did I say? About the same length. It is the same length, same width. One's wider than the other. One is, I think one metal's thicker than the one, a little thicker than the other. No matter, I guess. We'll roll this one through, see what happens. This is a thicker metal. I know got that bent too far. That's a shame, isn't it, baby? That's a shame. I want to roll this. We'll try it, see what it does, what it looks like. That doesn't do it for me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just try to keep it the same. I smell stinky. It must be burning that tire inside. Must have gotten caught in fire or something.
Smoking.
Was it? Good stuff. Good stuff. The old Chevy got no wood in her now, has she? Huh? We're using it all down the house. Keep warm. Not enough. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I better get that other piece over here first, because it might not fit in when I get going. If you know what I'm trying to tell you. Like once I get buzzing it up through, I might not get it in. Excuse me, sweetheart, grab that other piece. This. That's a different gauge metal. That's probably, I don't know. I'm addicted to 18 gauge, and that's less. It's 20 or 22. But it don't matter for this piece. Seeing where it's so rigid, where it's got that nice bend in it, it won't matter too much. Not to me. Don't want to do that. Want it going in straight. Let's go check this out. See what everybody's telling us. Do you like that? Not bad, eh? Mm-hmm. She says. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to take a marker. We want to get in the center. I guess somewhere in the center. In the center. I don't want that. You know what I mean? I want that straight in there if I can get it. I don't want it lean down. See how I lean down? If I can make it fit lean down, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. So I'm going to take and go from, wow. Yeah, I'm going to go from here up like that and just see how far that is fit in there. Just guessed it. Just guessed it. That's all I did. It might have been the wrong guess, but I got lots of, seems like a lot of metal here. Glass right behind you. Now, I have to have it coming out level. I have to have it coming out level. It don't look bad there, does it? Probably could come up just. Bum, 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 bum. See what happens there. That wasn't a bad scribe, was it? That was a good scribe. I had a little tiny square here. I think it broke and fell and broke or whatever. Yeah. Not bad. I'd say that piece fits to me for me. I'm going to tack it on. Well, I'm going to tack it on. And obviously, that'll have to be cut off where it fits. I just check this out. Up, down. What do we got going on here? Right there is where it fits. Where's the bubble at? Come on, bubble. Where are you two? Where's the bubble at? Bubble. That's how it fits in there tight. And then we're going to go up some more. I like it. Why did I pull that out of there? I wanted to mark it, that's why. Like a little smaller piece going on here. Up, 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 up. destined full time, you know. I'm with an educated desk. I marked it there because it was tight down on there. Should explain that. I got this hole right there. This is where it ends being tight on the top of the square tube, and then starts flipping up from there. Don't need that anymore. That's scribed in there nice. I'm trying to come straight across. I'll have to cut this down a little bit. That's pulled away from the fender. I want to hit where it's tight, and then we'll start dealing with this sort of stuff after. I got it there. I can tack that there. Where is it now? It's basically what I want. Basically where it's gonna go. I think what I'll do is I'll tack it and go from there. Basically, all I can do is start tacking it and moving it around, doing the best I can. That little weld there's bugging me. Now what I'm going to put there. Oh. I'm going to put that right here. Every time I lift it up, it comes out a little bit. So what I'm saying is I got to fit like this, and every time I lift it up, it comes out. Just gonna scope the center out a little bit. Now I'm just going to tack that on there, and then I'm going to move it and make it level. Like a dog here, I'm moving it. See that? I'm away here too much. Damn it! I didn't get the line looking good yet. We'll have to do it again. Did I weld or did I not? So basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to get this round shape, and then I can deal with the side of it after. I got a fender going on here that does not look the same as that fender there. I got dog hair in my mouth. Anyways, I'm just going to tack that a little bit better, get the helmet on. I'm going to get this in place and then start playing with it. Got it tacked on there now. What I'm trying to do is that what I want is the table's level, that's the car's level. I want to get this piece in their level so it looks right. Alright, it's going to be pulled up all the way. And this piece can come off. This is just trying to get it on there so I can get a visual of what it looks like. Come on, off tape. Any other time you want the tape to come off, it would fall off. Or wouldn't want it off. Or you want it off, Get off, please. Trying to be nice. No. Why is it not? A little more off. Like that. Damn it. Well, once I get it, can't say too much. The rod went well, right? Man, can I get that? Drive me crazy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, man. I want this one. Let me get this put on here so I can stand back. Take a look at it. What I want. Hit his thumb. Oh. Did he ever lift them? Yeah. Remember that? You remember that? Yeah. Why am I not getting a read on that? Now we got it. I think so. What?
Should you trace that shape on your other piece?
On the other piece? I can. Not a bad idea, sweetheart. Thank you. Just for poops and giggles, right?
Yeah.
You get the other piece knocked out, did you not? I could put a piece of paper and do the same thing. Good call, baby. Good call. Good call, JoJo. Good call. See, I'm just scared if I cut that small. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna cut that small. There fixes that, doesn't it? Huh? Fixes that. What I should do is just weld something on the table, hold it level, and then it'll be fine. I'm trying to do it this way. It's being not playing nice, is it? It's not playing nice. frustrated here in a second or two. Let's just vice grip that to it. Vice grip it to it. That shows me a level mark. See, that doesn't do me any justice there. Don't let me put it on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not fitting right. Well, let's turn that off. Drive it again and again and again until it works. That's basically what's going on. You know, well as I do, if I put that on, not level, it will not look right. Will not look right. Here's the bubble. See the bubble? Do you see the bubble? See it? That's what I gotta do. We gotta have that on there like that. So I gotta turn the welder back on. Turn the welder back on. Let's get our bubble. That's got the bottom piece. Yeah. I want that in there for the job. Beautiful, eh? I'm hoping. Yeah! So I'm going for. It's very fine-tuned. Tell you that, tell you that, tell you that. It should be. Beautiful. Cool. So, I'll measure the other piece and see how far we come out on this right here. I don't know what the dents were. We'll measure this piece when we put the other side on, where to put this piece on, and how high we go up on this side to get the same distance. Now what I have to do is I'm going to come in here and cut this off and make it fit that fender nice. Cut this off here and fit the fender nice. Then we're going to go on this side. I'm going to leave this for now. We haven't got much going on there. I'm going to leave this for now because I want to be able to cap this and make a piece for that, like that. But right now I probably will try to get this back in here. See, I got that away from there now. Now I'm going to have to pull that, take and cut that. Sorry, sweetheart. Take and cut that across there and get that in there nice and tight. And that's our start. We'll make this corner and then we'll go from there. How long is it?
An hour and 5, so we should do the draw now.
Alrighty, let's draw for a hat, man. Thanks everybody for the comments and the responses. Things are going well, and you're all a part of it. So thank you very much. Just a little bit going on there. I have to, I have to take a look at it. I might not even be happy with what it is right now. I still really do have to just keep looking at it, and decide whether I like it or not. And it doesn't seem bad. It's got a nice round going on there to come up around from here and up, doesn't it? Looks good. So I'm happy with it, I think. That's basically going on. We're making that little piece right in there. We have a different fender on the back. Obviously, we have a Chevy, but we're going to have to make a piece with this line in it and a round edge on this side. Not sure yet, but yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. All right, let's draw for a hat.
And they can have a hat hat or a t-shirt.
They can have a hat or a t-shirt. Hat or a t-shirt, whatever you like. Yes, I like that. I'm liking that. And that meant a lot to get that level, you know what I mean? Like me to put that in there and let that lay down, that would not look nice.
Okay, so this is on yesterday's video.
Yes.
Copy. Paste.
I guess basically what I showed you on this video is just keep puttering away, keep picking at it, take a little bit off, take a little bit off, take a little bit off until you get what you want. And then when you get what you want, then you can nail it. And Joey's going to nail it right now.
903 comments.
Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Gregory Marchuknak, or whatever. Looking good. Great teamwork. Thanks very much, Gregory. If you're saying that, that means you must know what teamwork's all about, and that's what me and Jolene do. We work together very well, and what can I say? Let's see. Teamwork is the beginning of success. Teamwork is the beginning of success, and that's the road me and Jolene are on. In a biggie.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Alrighty, peacing out. I had to take some time to make that. But if I made it wrong and had it laying down or had it crooked and rolled that side piece in, it wouldn't have been good. And if I didn't have the frame table to go off of. See you later, everybody.